everyone, this is Heather Beebe with the Additive Guru channel. And today we're going to go over the settings to print with the BASF low-cost metal 3D printing material. And in this video we're going to go through the settings and how to do it in Simplify3D. There'll be another video for going over those settings and setting it up for using Cura. One of the things that you need to account for is the shrinkage that will happen during the debinding and sintering process after we send off these prints. So you can either change the scaling while you are designing the object, or you can do the scaling afterwards in the slicer. So to do that, we'll just click on the object. I've just got like a calibration cube loaded up. So over here it says for the X, Y, and Z, the scaling. So you'll want to turn off the uniform scaling because it is going to be different in the Z axis compared to the X and Y. So for X axis, we're going to change it to 119.82%. We're going to do that for the Y axis as well. And then for the Z axis, it's going to be 126.1%. And then so now we have it scaled so that that'll be accounted for with the shrinkage that's going to occur. So now we're going to set up our process settings to go on the Sidewinder artillery that will go with the BASF material. So we'll go to Edit Process Settings. We already have the Sidewinder added in as one of our printers. So you can make a new material. We'll name it BASF. And then we'll need to change the settings. So the nozzle diameter is going to stay the 0.4 millimeters. The extrusion multiplier is going to be about 0.95 to 0.96 depending on whether you have smaller parts or larger parts. So we're just going to put about 0.96. The extrusion width though is going to be 0.4, so we'll change that one. So for the layer height, we're going to do 0.15 millimeters. And then for all the top, bottom, and side shells, we're going to have that for 4 each. We can either do optimized start points for fastest printing, or they use random start points for all parameters, which will allow us to not have that line going up the side of one of our prints. And the first layer height will need to be 100%. First layer width is going to be the 150 to help with adhesion. And the first layer speed is going to be 45%. So we're not going to have any additions like a raft or a skirt for this one. So we're going to have rectilinear infill pattern, but the infill has to be 100%. And the outline overlap is going to be 35%. We're going to go to support, and we don't need any support for this model. For the BASF material prints, we do want to try and reduce the amount of support material that is necessary. So then in temperature, for the heated bed, we will want to change this to 110 degrees Celsius, and for the primary extruder we'll start out at 240 for layer 1, and for layer 2 and beyond it's going to be 235. Next we'll go to cooling, and because of this type of material, the part cooling needs to be set to off so that we don't have any cooling. So we'll just remove this set point so that the fan speed at layer 1 and beyond is going to be 0. So then we need to go into the speed, and the speed is going to be, for the default printing speed, it's going to be 35 millimeters per second. Now that we've edited all these settings, we can update this profile to add in our material, or the BASF material, and then we'll hit OK. So now we have had all the settings for the slicer set up for our BASF material print, and we've scaled up the model so that it'll account for any shrinkage that happens during the debinding and sintering process. And then we can go ahead and do the prepare to print. Like with any other print, you can go through all the layers to make sure you have a good first bottom layer, make sure nothing's messed up, along with see how long your build time is going to be, and the material cost and how many grams are going to be used, so you can account for that. And then you'll just save the toolpath to disk. So that's how we set up our slicer settings for printing with the BASF low-cost metal printing material in Simplify3D. So thanks for watching, and check out some of our other videos.